Peace give of the Bee Gees. Today, the waterfall out front is the perfect accompaniment as you enter a tropical paradise.
Just watching from the DVR, HGTV, and this is what is it? Fantastic beach homes. I just love these kind of shows because I like to think, oh man, if I had the first place they showed was $46 million. You could purchase it, and the second one I think was $30 million. Second one was in Malibu in a restricted, well, I guess not restricted, but in an area that only members can be in, and movie stars and people live in there. This is in Miami, or I'm not sure if it's Miami or if it's Florida. Can't remember now, but just starting. Oh, hello, Jim Howard. This is May 30th, 2012. I wanted to do, some housekeeping here. I just want to talk about a bunch of different things. You saw me one time, if you were watching, filling up my pill containers. I just came back from Walgreens. I bought this one. I really should not. I spent $12 on this thing. But, I've always felt this has, like, let's take Sunday morning, Sunday noon, Sunday evening, Sunday bedtime. I've always felt, and I'm sure it probably, there's no basis to it, but I've always thought taking a handful of pills at the same time seems to me like they'd go down there and they'd mix together. It seems like it'd be better to kind of spread them out. And anyway, so that's one reason I bought this. $12. I'm not sure why I bought it, but I did buy it because I just think, and I'm sure I'm wrong, because I don't think any of those things you get with your medicine never mention, I don't think, things like that, and the doctor never tells you, and the pharmacist doesn't say, don't take them all at once, or, so I don't think it matters. But it just came back from Walgreens, and I picked up a couple of these dinners. They have different brands, and 2 for $5 on sale, 2 for $5 on. So this was my, I guess, breakfast. It's 10:45 a.m. I had bought these before. Yeah, they're okay. I did a review of the Sidewinder, whatever it is, X3 or something, gaming mouse. And I did a review on it. I just went and updated it in the text thing, saying, I did it about a year ago exactly. This scroll thing has broken on me. I can like scroll up, but scrolling down, that's so every time I have all these extra parts, I'm gonna throw this away. I hate to throw anything away, but anyway, I went and updated it, the review, and said, hey, the scroll thing only lasted a year. Probably lasts longer than that. I don't see how anything could have gotten down in there. I don't see how any food or anything. I didn't spill any liquids on it. I went and just did this like crazy on it, thinking maybe I could. Hope I got the courage to throw it away. Right? If I put it with all the other computer junk that I got in the other room, then my son or somebody will come over and say, "Do you have a mouse?" And I'll give them that one. Or down the road a piece, I'll get another computer or something, and I'll go get that. And it just So I've gone back to using this little tiny mouse, and I used this before, but I feel sort of effeminate when I'm using this little tiny mouse. But it's really great for a laptop, because you can, and the USB thing that plugs in the USB fits in. There's a slot to put it in there, so you can travel with it and you'll have it. And it only takes one AA battery, and works good. It's just that I start worrying that I may be homosexual when I use it because it's so teeny. Not that there's anything wrong with being homosexual. What else did I want to mention? I think I made a couple of videos I think the other day, and I had hooked up the blue snowball microphone. And the last video that I think I made, the one right before this, I made it, and the audio was excellent. But I was right up on it just like this, and when I move away 3 inches or whatever, it just, you've got to be, you got to be kissing this microphone. I just don't want to do that. On my wish list, I've got the next microphone that they make up, the next model, and it's got a gain control and all that. I wonder if I purchased it, if that would make the difference. But this I'm just going to set aside because I just don't want to be kissing this microphone in order to talk. The audio is excellent with it. And the last video that I made, I had the Logitech camera mounted on, let's see here. Can you see this? See the light pole there? I've got a bracket there. And right now I've got a camcorder that I never used. My grandson bought it. It was on sale. And he knew I wanted one, so he bought it for me. And I've actually never used it. But I had this on there, and with it over there, I liked the view that it gave. But the microphone was a little, excuse me. The microphone mounted a little too far, I thought, so I went to the blue snowball microphone. I don't know whether to go with the next step up. It does have several features that this one, of course, doesn't have. And one of the things is a gain control. I don't know. Oh, I've already mentioned it, I think, once or twice. This is the Logitech. I did a review of it. C920, and all the videos that I make that are of any length at all, from time to time you'll see the picture will pixelize, and that's not happening like when it uploads or whatever, because if I make a video and I play it right here before I upload it, so it's the camera. So I gave the other 910 to my grandson, and I guess he has a really powerful desktop computer, so I'm sure he would love to have the 920, and I guess I'll take back the 910. I kind of feel like I'm moving backwards. I love my Canon G12, but I got 2 books on it. I don't use the power that it has. I've got to start, using the power and doing some of the special things. Otherwise, I might as well just have a point and shoot camera. Why do I bother? Why do I have this camera when I could just have a point and shoot camera? Up here, for f-stops, you can just, with the thing on the top, you can change your f-stops, and it makes a big difference, of course. And of course, you got this wheel at the top for picking out the different shooting modes, movie, available light, all types of things. And then underneath it, you've got your ISO settings that you can very easily set. And then, of course, you can do settings and things for you know, using a menu system and everything. But that's my problem. I like high tech. I like high tech stuff. Can't afford expensive stuff, but I like some of the stuff that you can really do. And then I get it, and uh, one I don't read about and study about it, and then I don't use it. I just put whatever it is. I just put it on easy mode and do it. I mean, it's the same like with software. If I have Photoshop or something that's, you know, I just do the simple things that I could do with whatever the least expensive program is. I don't need the fancy thing. What I'm going to do one of these days, pretty quick, is I can send live streaming video out by YouTube. I'm not I mean, at the very beginning, I was one of the first people to have a webcam, and I was sending out live streaming video before there was Stickum or Ustream or before there was any of those places. I had to, people, you know, had to come and get it off my computer, which sucked the life out of, you know, if you had very many people watching. And as each one of these, you know, webcam, I bought a bunch of the programs, webcam XP and all, you know, and I used in the very beginning when these video streaming places would show up, I'd be one of the first people to sign up and be using them. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the thing, but I do want to try the live streaming video going out over YouTube. So I'm going to do it one of these days. When I do it, one, I'm going to do it to see how it works out. I'm not going to do it with the chat going because I don't do well with that, and I don't think many people do well when you have that type of thing. When you have people chatting and then you're reading and replying to something, to something they're saying, and I don't think that really works out well. Now, when I do the live streaming video, it will be saved, and then you'll be able to, to see it, so you'll know what an idiot I made of myself. I mean, I could make an idiot of myself and delete it, but you know me. That's another thing. I might ask your advice, what you think about it. I've got over 200 videos, and a lot of them were made, 2005, 2006, or whatever, and the video on some of them is bad. A lot of them is bad. The audio is bad on a lot of them. I'm tempted to delete them. I'm tempted to do them over again with better video and better audio, do the subject over again if it's something that needs, could be done over again. The reason that I hold back on that is those videos, like some of them were made in Miami, and you see, the apartment or the house we rented or whatever, and it's kind of, I can look, oh, that I remember, and it's kind of like a record. If I go and delete them all, then you're going to think, oh, this guy's lived, been making videos since 2005 or whenever I started with YouTube. You're going to think, oh, he's lived in the same place. But with those other videos, you can say, oh, So, kind of hesitant to, and I'd kind of like to think for, I'm 71, and if these videos are here, 20 years from now or 50 years from now, or somebody could come back and they could say, there was an old man who made videos back in 2005 or 2012, and look here, this furniture here is ancient furniture. They don't make, look at it. He did a video of this webcam, and they don't have, now webcams are built into our eyes. I don't know what, but it seems like it'd be, I mean, it's not, nowadays we don't do like the people in the old, we don't keep diaries, written diaries, and we don't write letters to people. So, not that I'm famous or anything, but you've got people who, well, you've got people who really were not famous, who they, just average people, and they find, their letters or something, and they go, wow, this is really amazing, because you got somebody who maybe just recorded everyday activities, and now, historians can look at it and go, wow. So, I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant about replacing them. There was something else I wanted to mention, and I don't know what it is or was. So, instead of dragging time out, oh, I know, playing with my balls. I get some really nice comments from people, and I don't get a lot of bad comments from people. I'm kind of glad of that. Not that bad comments bother me. I understand that people have been doing it for a long time, and it's, but I get a lot of nice comments. I don't get a lot of people. I sometimes, somebody a couple different people said, please do a review of the new razor you got. I finally did it after, I think, after 6 months or so. I do get people from time to time that say, Jim, please do another hospital video. And I've done a few. I enjoy making videos like this, and I don't enjoy making hospital videos. I don't enjoy making hospital videos. It's not something that's fun, because I had friends that were shot that I worked with. One was killed. I had to deal with a lot of people. Just sometimes there was, every day when I went into work, I was going to have to fight somebody. And then the other thing is, the last hospital security that I worked was in 2000. And it's 2012, and so I kind of feel like I might be a little bit out of touch. I know the basics are still, I don't think there's very many, I'm sure hospital security officers are still doing foot patrol and bike patrol and using a Cushman scooter or, a patrol car. I doubt that there's very many hospital security officers that are, patrolling by helicopter, or that any of them have Predator drones available, so, but I do feel like that it's been a while. I do understand that the basics, that an awful lot of the hospital security is people, and that doesn't change. So, so I will do a video on, and when I do the next hospital video security, and I don't know when, since I'm talking about it now, I'll probably do one later today, knowing me. When I do the hospital, I'm going to totally forget that I don't like this thing, the way the color is changing occasionally. When I do it, I'm totally going to forget what I did before. I'm not going to try to build on it. I've done that in it. I'm just going to start talking about hospital security, and I don't know where to go because I never have any notes. I never make any notes. I sound like I'm proud of that, but that's not a good idea. I should have notes, an outline or something. Anyway, I'm not sure if I've covered, if this is interesting at all to you. I guess use the thumbs up. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't like the video, thumbs down. Thanks for watching.